Hello, viewers. This is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series, and it looks like we have Abzan Aristocrats, possibly a 4C Cryptolith, don't quite know yet, versus what looks like Mardu Midrange. Mardu currently has a Kalitas Trader of Get, while the Abzan color deck at the moment, we'll call him Abzan for now. It has a Catacomb Sifter, Duskwatch Recruiter, and the Scion token. Transgress the Mind from Mardu, 4 cards in hand for Abzan. Gets rid of Sorin Grim Nemesis, not Grim Nexus. Secure the Wastes, Sylvan Advocate ×2 in hand. And Radiant Flames for 3. That'll kill the board. And get him 2 zombie tokens, and Kalitas lives by 1. But he didn't attack in. But then again, there are white cards that specifically you can use on an attacking creature. I'm trying to think of what they are right now. One of them is Celestial Flare, which is 2 white to make someone sacrifice an attacking or blocking creature. Oh, Immolating Glare, that's the other one. That's the one I was trying to think of. 1 white and 1 generic, destroy target attacking creature. So, Fire Impulse Sylvan Advocate gets him another zombie token, attacks in for 7. So Abzan's down to 13. Mardu's back up to 20 thanks to the lifelink on Kalitas. Reality Smasher from Abzan, attacking in for 5. Honestly, Mardu can just take the 5 damage here since Abzan is completely tapped out. His 1 creature attacked, so he's wide open. So the return swing is going to be 2, 4, 6, 9. He could man up Shambling Vent and make it 11. Ruinous Path to kill the Reality Smasher. Smasher's protection ability triggers, so he has to discard a Smoldering Marsh. And he concedes. Yeah, that game got out of hand for Abzan very, very fast. That Mardu deck, not being able to kill Kalitas was the reason why he lost this game, because just the sheer volume of zombies he was getting stacked up really, really fast. So on to game 2. Okay, turn 2, Transgress the Mind from Mardu. He had to mulligan once, down to 6 cards. Gets rid of Sorin Grim Nemesis, leaves Abzan with Caves of Koilos, Westvale Abbey, Grim Nemesis. Wow, he had 2. And holy crap, 3 Westvale Abbeys in his hand. That might not be such a good thing. He might be in a little bit of a mana crunch if he needs more than 1 green, or more than 1. Well, he does have a Case of Koilos in his hand, so he could have 2 white or 2 black. Okay, Duskwatch Recruiter from Abzan gets Grasp of Darkness. So far, Mardu is in complete control of this game. And it looks like he's playing the control route this time. It doesn't look like he has an aggressive play at the moment, so why not? Leave your mana up, that way you can respond to your opponent's stuff. Or he could just be mana screwed white, because we haven't seen a single land that can produce white from him yet. Goblin Dark Dwellers. That'll go for the Transgress the Mind. And that'll most likely get rid of the other Sorin. But more importantly, well, I'd say equally importantly, because he could have theoretically played Sorin on his next turn, but the Goblin Dark Dwellers is a powerful threat on the board. 4/4, so 4 damage a turn. Even if he had the mana to man up the Shambling Vent, he couldn't block Goblin Dark Dwellers because of the Menace. So it's almost guaranteed 4 damage to the face unless he directly kills it with a spell. And it looks like Abzan might be mana flooded this game. Read the bones. Trying to refill his hand a little bit, you know. It's a good time to do it. He's was still at 20, so losing 2 life is not a problem. 4 more damage rolling in with the Goblin Dark Dwellers. So Abzan's down to 12. Another Duskwatch Recruiter. Eldrazi Displacer. So now he has 2 creatures in play, so he could block the Goblin Dark Dwellers, unless Mardu can kill one of them right here. He Grasp of Darkness on the Eldrazi Displacer. And unfortunately for Displacer, it can't blink itself. So he uses his mana to activate Duskwatch Recruiter and hope to find another creature. And he does. He gets another Duskwatch Recruiter. I have to say, Eldrazi Displacer has a lot of potential. It's just I've never seen anyone manage to make much of it. But then again, it would be too overpowered if it was able to blink itself. Ultimate Price from Mardu kills off the Duskwatch Recruiter, so 4 more damage, down to 8. Things are getting real tight here. He really needs to directly kill Goblin Dark Dwellers. Okay, Reality Smasher. Followed by Duskwatch Recruiter, so 2 creatures, so he can block now. But all it's going to take is Ultimate Price, Grasp of Darkness, so on and so forth, to kill the Duskwatch Recruiter, and he can get through for 4 more. He doesn't even have to bother with the Reality Smasher. As powerful as this card is at the moment, it's pretty much a non-issue. Tapping out. What has he got? Ruinous Path with Awaken, so that'll kill the Duskwatch Recruiter and give him a 4/4 Swamp. So that'll be 4 more damage to the face. And Abzan has exactly 1 draw to be able to do something. Languish would work really well here, because that would kill both of his opponent's creatures and keep the Reality Smasher alive. Catacomb Sifter and Zulaport Cutthroat. So he did clog the board with 3 creatures. So it's going to be pretty hard for Mardu to be able to attack through to get 4 damage in. But it's not impossible. Another Goblin Dark Dwellers. Grab Ruinous Path and kill off the Catacomb Sifter. No, going for the Reality Smasher. Discarding Transgress the Mind. So takes out his big guy, triggers Zulaport Cutthroat and Catacomb Sifter, but now he has a second Goblin Dark Dwellers. So if he doesn't kill him this turn, which he probably will, because this has Menace, this is a 4/4. Well, he does have 3 creatures. So he could double block the Goblin Dark Dwellers and chump block the Swamp and live. So 1 more turn, he's got a chance. And it'll be a miracle if he has it. So let's get down to the top decking. He does get 2 Catacomb Sifter and 3 Zulaport Cutthroat triggers, so he'll be up to 8. But that's still not enough to survive basically anything that Mardu throws at him next turn. So, top deck. No plays. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Because if he had something, he would have played it. And he can only man up one of his manlands. That's a lot of mana. Oh, secure the waste for 7. Well, that'll keep him alive for another turn. Interesting. He could have killed off creatures there. But he chose to keep 4 of the warrior tokens, taking 4 damage, going down to 4. Ruinous Path kills off 1. And the top deck is a Sylvan Advocate. Now, with Shambling Vent, since he can't activate Hissing Quagmire, that will be 5 creatures he can block with. And thanks to Sylvan Advocate, this Shambling Vent will be a 4/5. So, if Mardu has like an ultimate price in his hand, he can wait until after he attacks so that he, triggers the Shambling Vent, and then kill off the Sylvan Advocate, so that this is a 2/3, and all he's got is 3/1/1s to go with it, and one of his creatures is going to get through. So, double block there. Do the same thing to the other Goblin Dark Dwellers, and then chump block the swamp with a warrior token, and he'll get rid of his 2 biggest pains in the butt in one combat. Unless Mardu has a trick here. And I don't think he does. He did rearrange the combat damage so that both the 4/5s are taking the 4 damage, so who knows? Maybe he has something like a Flaying Tendrils or a Radiant Flames. Kalidas. Nope, no response. So, Abzan's up to 7. Mardu just lost his 2 very powerful creatures. But he does have Kalidas now. He still has his 4/4 Swamp. And we're still stuck with Abzan top decking. But he's in a much better position now. They both only have 1 card in hand. And the board is not as dire as it was a turn ago. Attacking in with Sylvan Advocate. Even, yeah, pretty much no reason to block there. Even if Kalidas was a little bit bigger, the possibility that he'd have something in hand like a Dramoka's Command, honestly, I would have taken the 4. But it was a land. Another Hissing Quagmire. Ooh, Anguished Unmaking to kill off the Sylvan Advocate. That was kind of rough for Abzan here. Because now he can block. Well, is he going to man up the Hissing... He's going for the Hissing Quagmire this time. He wants the Death Touch. Kill off Kalidas. And chump block the swamp with 1 warrior token because there's no reason not to. Or take the 4 damage to the face. Okay, he's down to 3. Ooh, another Sylvan Advocate. And in this situation, Sylvan Advocate is amazing for him because he's kind of relying on these man lands, and Sylvan Advocate makes them really good. You know, a 4/5 lifelink for a blocker is really hard to deal with outside of direct destruction. Okay, small DC from the Mardu deck. Uh-oh, Dark Petition, and he definitely has Spell Mastery. So that'll be 5 mana that he'll have available. What did he search for? Goblin Dark Dwellers. Grabs Ultimate Price to kill off the Sylvan Advocate, and attacks all in. Surprisingly, he chump blocked with the warrior tokens. He had the mana open to man up the Shambling Vent so that he could block the zombie and kill it, save a warrior token, and gain 2 life off of it, but he chose not to. And his top deck was Eldrazi Displacer. Now he doesn't have the mana to man up either of his man lands, and that is the game. So, unfortunately, it came down to a top deck. And Abzan, he put in a hell of a fight, and he got some really good top decks, but unfortunately, this Mardu Midrange deck was just, honestly, it just ran much better than his this turn, or this time. So, that's the game. That was Abzan, I'll call it Aristocrats versus Mardu Midrange, and if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.